Hey, darkness is real, but it's not final. Every one of us knows what the day after feels like. It's the moment when everything looks finished and nothing makes sense. But Scripture teaches us that darkness is never the end of God's story. What looks final to us is often the very moment God is preparing resurrection. See, our perspective is limited. God's plan is not. The disciples didn't understand what God was doing. They didn't see the plan unfolding. They didn't know that heaven was already moving. And that's exactly where we often stand. We don't see the miracle yet, but God is never confused. He's never surprised. He's never unprepared. His plan is already in motion long before we recognize it. 2 words, but God, change everything. Those 2 words are the turning point of every believer's story. Our strength may fail, but God holds us up. Our resources may run out, but God provides. Faith doesn't deny the darkness. It declares that God is greater than the darkness. Faith says, I don't see it yet, but I trust in the one who does. Faith anchors us in the truth that God's promises are real before we ever see them fulfilled. Mary shows us what faith looks like in the dark. John tells us while it was still dark, Mary went to the tomb. She didn't wait for the sunrise. She didn't wait for clarity. She didn't wait for understanding. She ran to the very place where hope seemed lost and found out it was alive. Mary teaches us that faith moves before the miracle. Hope lives because Christ lives. Hope's not a feeling. It's not optimism. It's not wishful thinking. Hope is a person. And his name is Jesus. Because the tomb is empty, hope is never dead. Because Christ lives, hope always lives. Friends, the time to run to the tomb is when it's still dark, not after the breakthrough, not after the answer, not after the miracle. Faith runs before the light comes. Faith runs while the tears are still falling, when the situation looks impossible. Because the God who met Mary in the darkness is the same God who meets us in ours. And when we run to him, even in the dark, we discover what Mary discovered. Hope lives. Hey, if today's message encouraged you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, subscribe, share it with somebody else who needs hope today. But if you want to go deeper and watch the full version, just click that link below and let the truth that hope lives strengthen your faith.